us are used to. Sitting in front of your laptop and getting ready for a Zoom call, and another one in 30 minutes, and another one after that, and another one after that, until it feels like you have spent your entire day on your laptop surrounded by four walls. Well, everyone, it is the first Monday in my brand new apartment, actually our third day here, and I did not waste any time with bringing the TV setup with me. We've got Henry over here, our expert photographer. We've got his full setup, and how happy are you to be inside? It's like in the teens right now.
Oh, it's beautiful that we're chilling, like it's warm.
Oh, I know.
Toasty.
But Henry, we were just talking about inspiration, right?
Yeah.
What is one piece of inspiration you would give to people out there? A lot of people who follow me are in college or high school, or you could be any age. You could be 40, 50, 60.
Keep your curiosity. Let your curiosity power you.
Oh my gosh, I love that. It inspires you and it makes life more fun.
It does.
Some sad news, guys, which I already told them. Henry's leaving us. He's moving on to greener pastures, whatever you want to call it. He has been at Local 12 for how many years?
19 years.
19. I mean, are you just excited to experience something new?
Yeah, it's time for a new chapter. I mean, because since I've been at 12, I feel like there's been 3 chapters at 12. And, you know, keep moving up and up and up. And now it's time to experience something to expand my horizon.
And when you say there are 3 chapters, what do you mean?
Well, I started as a production assistant, then I was an editor, and now I'm a videographer.
Is this what you want to do, videographer?
This is what I want to do.
Oh, I'm so excited for you, Henry. Obviously, I'm sad, but Henry literally lives 4 minutes away from me, so you're not seeing the last of me.
We're neighbors.
I know, we really are, whether we like it or not. It really is so cool, guys, seeing like the behind the scenes and the work that Henry and other photographers do. And one thing that you really learn as an MMJ, which is when you also shoot your own stuff, is just how talented they are. Because when I shot my own stuff, it did not turn out well. That's not my expertise and forte. Like, what even is that? Like, that light? I don't know.
It's a stand light.
It's a stand light. We're
But
learning
I'm
new
using
things.
it as a backlight to highlight your hair at the top of your head.
And as you guys can probably tell, actually here isn't so bad. The apartment still not done. The Clancy room is probably the worst room. It's just all blank walls. We have a lot to do. But to be honest, knowing I was going to be live in here this morning because it made sense for my story, like it's not just, oh, being live in my home for the sake of being live in my home. Like, no, this is what I needed for my story. Knowing that really motivated me to kind of get my butt moving yesterday and keep moving, because this moving process, guys, if I could rewind and hire movers, I would have. I absolutely would have. Every part of my body is aching and sore today, from my legs to my back to my arms, biceps. Didn't know I even had them, but I guess there are muscles there because they hurt. It has not really been the best process, but just keeping up the good spirits today. And actually, I normally only ever have 2 cups of tea a day. That's my limit. I think today might be either a 3 cups of tea day, or even possibly I'm gonna finish this. Oh wow, I haven't even drank. Yeah, this is my 2nd cup and I didn't even finish it, but I might even dabble in some coffee. I don't know, I'm not feeling it.
The founder of a local executive coaching company is changing her business model because of the pandemic. Local 12's Clancy Burke joins us live to show us why she's headed outside. Even with the cold coming, she's headed outside, Clancy.
She is braver than I am, Bob, but there's a reason behind this. The pandemic created this weird work from home world a lot of us weren't used to. And executive coach Pamela Cho realized, you know what? Sometimes you just need a break from it. Step 1 is tossing the phone aside, shutting the laptop. Step 2, getting outside. Whenever I do my news reports from home, the big question is, can Zach hear me? Will Zach wake up? And I think I'm pretty quiet, but Zach, on the other hand, apparently begs to differ.
All I hear is, "Oh, hey Sheila, it's Clancy here from my apartment just screaming. No need for me to be here. Just trying to wake Zach up. Hope he's not sleeping. Back to you."
Where did the southern accent come into play?
That's all I hear. It's like in my nightmares. It's just nonstop.
So did you have a tough time sleeping this morning?
I mean, I would wake up, go back to sleep for like what seemed like 10 minutes, wake back up, go back to sleep for what seemed like 10 minutes. But I know you were working. It's all good.
You don't hate me.
I'm glad you were able to stay in the nice, warm apartment and not be out in the cold.
I'm dead. I am dead. It was Super Bowl Sunday last night, but then also the weekend and just the moving. Like, if it wasn't Super Bowl Sunday into Monday, I feel like I would have called in sick today, and it wouldn't have been a lie. I truly feel ill. It's not anything contagious. Like, it's not a legit sickness. It's just from the move and lack of sleep and all of that. I was editing the footage on my laptop of the morning after our move, which was my last vlog. I told Zach, that is the same voice I have when I'm sick. It's not my real voice. I can't even imitate it, but if you guys go back and watch that the next morning, like when I'm just kind of like filming when we were watching The Greatest Showman, that's not my voice. My body died, and I don't mean to complain, but if it wasn't Super Bowl Sunday into Monday, I would have called off, but I can't because A, the Monday after the Super Bowl is like the most common day people call off sick, and I don't want anyone thinking I'm just calling off sick. And then B, my news director sent us an email last week saying that on Monday morning, it was really important that we got all our ducks in a row basically, and that we had like a really good show because our ratings are probably going to be up due to the fact that the Super Bowl was airing on Local 12 last night, CBS, and more people will be waking up with CBS naturally on, and then they'll be watching Local 12 and possibly new viewers as well. So that means it's really important when you have those opportunities to take advantage of them and put together the best show possible. And me calling in sick would have just been so like not a team player mentality. I understand if you really need to take a sick day, you really need to take one, but that would have been so mean of me. Like that, like, are you kidding? Like on a day that's so important for Local 12, and I'm just like, sorry guys, gotta sleep in. So no, I did not call in sick, even though I truly don't feel well at all. And now I feel a lot better. I do feel a lot better, and we're gonna be fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna take a nap today. It's all good. And I did not end up getting any extra caffeine, guys. I'm still sipping on my second cup of tea, so I do not think I will be needing to go into the coffee arsenal, which is a good thing because it always gives me a tummy ache, which we don't like tummy aches, not at all. As you guys know, Zach got me these flowers last week, and do you know what I nicknamed them?
What'd you nickname them?
The Cruella de Vil flowers, because I was acting like Cruella de Vil, so you got me them.
We got through almost all the move now, so we've got to put up some pictures. I probably have a few more trips just with some odds and ends back at our old apartment, and we'll call it a day.
We're gonna live. We're gonna live. We're gonna live. Oh my god. Okay, seriously, I'm not trying to complain anymore, but can I just say, going like this with my arm hurts. It hurts. It all hurts. Why didn't we hire movers?
We are capable people.
We are so cheap.
We are strong, capable people that can move things.
We proved it. We can, anyone want to call us up? I'll seriously charge you $500 an hour because it's not worth anything less than that. And now, my friends, we are transported into the world of flowers. This is my shoot this morning. The story is how the pandemic has impacted flower shops and then how they are preparing for Valentine's Day, because I was trying to come up with like a Valentine's Day COVID spin, and I thought this was a good one. Flower shops really have been impacted when you think about all of the weddings and big events that have been canceled. Well, that means their flower orders have been canceled as well. Cute little,
you want to see what's
nice little story. Oh yeah, sure.
Come here.
Yeah. All right, guys, this is the good stuff. I've just been taken into the cooler. We've got all the Valentine's Day flowers. Oh, it's so exciting to think like each one going to different people. I know, and we need it right now, that's for sure. Thank you so much. Okay, this is why we pay Henry the big bucks. Look at this shot. You have like the flowers that are out of focus, and then this woman over here working. This is just the coolest shot ever. Just walking into a flower shop and seeing that, you know, and getting that shot. It's just not something anyone can do. You have to really have like the brain and the mind for it. And Henry over here, he just knows it all. So this is what it currently looks like outside, and I am scared. I know it doesn't look like that much, but this is the most snow we have gotten in Cincinnati in years. And I know people who are from places like New York, where I'm from, love to make fun of cities like Cincinnati, where it's like, oh my gosh, 4 inches of snow, that's nothing, 3 inches even. Like, it's like, what? Like, why are people complaining? But as someone who has lived in Cincinnati for the past almost 2 years, I can tell you there is such a difference between just a couple of inches of snow here and 7, 8, 9 inches of snow in New York. And the big difference is the hills. I mean, obviously where I'm from, Long Island, New York, like we have some hills, but Cincinnati is known for its hills, which makes it the most beautiful city ever. Like, you have so many views overlooking this area and that, and I love the hills, but definitely not in the winter, because last winter was my first time driving in the snow in Cincinnati on the hills. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I mean, you can't do it, and if you try to do it, you think you're gonna die, and it definitely happened to us as we were doing live drive, which is what I'm doing this morning, where we drive around and we have a camera pointed out the front to show people the conditions, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not looking forward to. I have just been looking at my phone at what the Nightsiders were tweeting, and Nightsiders are people who work at night, the ones who are live for our 11 p.m. show, and it looks horrible. We're actually in a level red alert, which we never are for our weather. Luckily, I got over my fear of driving because if you guys remember about 2 years ago, I was in 3 car accidents in less than a month. And one of them wasn't a car accident. One of them was someone totaled my car, which totaled it when I wasn't in it. It was a hit and run. But the other 2 were like accidents that really like made me so nervous behind the wheel. One of them, I thought I was gonna die. It was my photographer and I were doing snow coverage and we slid out on the highway into a guardrail. So scary. The other one was entirely my fault. Snowy conditions in a parking lot. I went to go turn left and it was just the scariest feeling. I'm going left. Oh no, my car decides just to keep going straight. There was no traction. I went right into another car and it freaked me out for the longest time. It was so hard for me to just even be a passenger in a car, which I'm never a backseat driver. I turned into one. Like Zach would be driving. We were actually newly going out and I would just be like kind of like flinching at like the things he was doing. So anyway, I'm not like that anymore. I'm hoping, I don't know what I'm hoping. I know it's gonna be bad out there, but I'm just hoping we'll be safe. I know we will be. I know Henry's gonna be driving. He's gonna be safe. But fingers crossed it's not as bad as people are saying, even though it probably will be. Well, an update on the whole snow situation. I just got a call from one of my producers telling me my executive producer is currently stuck in a creek, and that just goes to show how horrible these road conditions are, and I am getting more nervous and more nervous as the minutes go by. It is right now 3:44, so Henry should be picking me up within like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and I'm not looking forward to this at all. And it's gonna be a long morning because normally I start reporting at 5 a.m. That's my first hit, and typically I'll go until 7:30, but if there's a bigger story, we extend that. So I'm gonna be starting at 4:25 this morning and going until 10 a.m. So it's gonna be quite the long morning. I'm just hoping as the morning goes on, the roads get more and more clear. I don't think we're supposed to get more snow. Actually, how the heck have I not looked that up? Let me see what the situation is gonna be this morning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are. Why am I an idiot? Yeah, we're getting more snow. This is not good. And by the way, don't mind this terrible, terrible background. None of my walls are filled. I have not finished unpacking, not finished hanging things up. It's still a mess, this whole move-in process. I think I'm just gonna have to wait until this weekend to get everything reorganized again, just because I don't have time to go to Target. I have to go to Target. I have to get all of the wall, what is it called, like the sticky things to hang everything up. It's just gonna be a whole process, but I need to just focus on right now because that's my biggest problem, and I think why I'm such an anxious person. I'm always thinking of 23 things at once, and I'm thinking of what I'm gonna do now, what I'm doing in an hour, what I'm doing 3 days for. Like it's just too much. So let's just focus on now. We're gonna be reporting on the roads, and one thing that helps me, like even though obviously you guys can tell I'm just being honest, I'm a little nervous, I am dreading this, but what helps me is I'm like, you know what, like how useful it is for us to be out there and showing people the roads as viewers who are tuning in right now. Like what the heck are they looking like? I wish I had that right now. I don't. Obviously the news isn't on right now at 3:47 and we are the news, so I'm about to go on. Just how helpful it's gonna be, and hopefully it will potentially save lives. It sounds like a huge thing to say, like what, save lives, like, but really, I mean, it could. So anyway, that's what really motivates me and makes me be like, you know what? Boom, we got this. And I'm in live drive, which means you can't even see my face on camera, but I still put on all of the makeup anyway because in an instant we could be pulled to, hey, there's a crazy car crash, we want you to go out and report on it, and then what do I do if I have no makeup on? That would not be good. Also, I'm whispering because he's asleep, but Zach is the best. He left me this note saying, wake me up and I'll get your car/snow off it in the AM, which obviously, for the record, I would never ever make him do. This is my problem, not his, but still, it's a thought that counts. And I'm packing some pre-made oatmeal. If you guys remember, I used to eat this stuff, but then they discontinued it. I still have a few packets left for mornings like this one, when it is going to be a long morning on the road. These are probably the worst road conditions I have seen in years. I mean, it is horrible. I can't even begin to count the number of stalled cars that I was seeing this morning, and I've only been on these roads for about 25 minutes, and then also the amount of cars that were fishtailing, including us. It is 9:13 in the morning. I've officially been in this vehicle for more than 5 hours and we got hit with snow. It is a lot better than it was earlier this morning, but I cannot remember the last time it was this bad. I mean, here in Cincinnati, we got up to 10 inches of snow in some parts, and Henry has been in the area for what, 23? Is it 23? 24?
24. Yeah.
24 years, and you say this is one of the worst.
That's one of the worst I've seen. I mean, just in a, right up, like, boom.
Yeah.
One setting. Going to sleep and waking up, it was bananas.
And then after that, I did not end up picking up my camera again yesterday, which is so unlike me, but my brain was just fried. We did double the amount of live shots throughout the morning than we normally do, from 4:25 to 10, and then I was live at noon, and I just couldn't speak. It was a long morning, it was a long day, and then guess what I was covering again this morning?
Local 12's Clancy Burke joins us live from Hyde Park to explain what you need to know when you get behind the wheel. We're not done with this stuff yet, Clancy.
We're not, Bob, and it makes me sad. Yes, more snow coverage, and that is just the theme of this week. We are just getting slammed here in Cincinnati, which, oh my gosh, you don't know how much I wish I could just curl up in a ball on this couch, which, why? Much better. But I wish I could just curl up on a couch with a mug of hot cocoa looking at the snowfall, but as a TV news reporter, that's not ever gonna happen. No, you are outside in the bitter cold covering it all, and that's the theme this week. You have something to say? You're actually wearing a shirt today. Oh my gosh,
warm.
Zach is everything I wish I was. He's holding a mug of, it's not hot cocoa, but it's coffee. He's in his warm little attire, and he's just looking at it all fall without having to go outside.
Not a TV reporter, reporting on the news. No intentions on running around out there.
Can you give us your best impression of a news reporter in the snow?
Yeah, so what you do?
Yes.
Thanks, Clancy. Yes, it's very snowy out here. The weather has turned white and the sky is gray. It's very dangerous roads. Be careful.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Oh, that was really good. You'd be such a good news reporter.
I mean, I just made it look easy, so I don't think there's any credentials, so that you need to become one. I mean, you caught it. Just kidding.
I get that question sometimes, though, from people being like, do I need to go to school, or like, what do I need? And it's like, yeah. I mean, okay, I know that sounded sassy, but it's like, it's almost offensive. I'm like, you don't just appear on TV. It's like, yeah, I went to broadcast journalism school. I feel like people are always confused by that. I don't know. Anyway, my sass just came out. I'm sorry. It has been a long past couple of days, and then we are probably going to be live at noon again today on more snow that is coming, which I'm actually happy about because today is Henry's last day, and I need to see him again because I forgot to give him his present.
But yeah, you need to go to school, and you need to have all the talent like Clancy has. So, and work ethic. Don't have all three. Don't apply.
This is his present. I thought he would really admire the baby blue, and it's nothing big. I just got him a mug because he loves coffee with a letter H on it for Henry, and then I got him just a Starbucks gift card, and I wrote him a note, which I feel like Henry will appreciate. Unlike Zach, you do not appreciate any of my notes. Do you remember when I found out you don't save them?
I do have your notes.
Zach, you have one because I told you to save it.
I have multiple that are saved.
No.
Yes.
Unless did you find them in the move? Last time we checked, you threw out all of the love letters. Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've got multiple letters.
Honestly, I'm genuinely curious, so please try to find them because that was so upsetting when I found out. So I forgot how it came up, but I was like, oh, Zach, look at all like the notes I've like saved. I'm like, this is where I keep all of the ones you've gotten me. There are a couple of them mixed in also. Like this one was Zach's mom wrote us a really nice letter for Christmas that I obviously am keeping. I love this type of stuff. And anyway, I've saved all of like the little notes Zach has written me throughout the years. What's this one? My love, Clancy dear. I love these, and I love looking back on them too. But then I found out Zach doesn't save mine.
You've only written me three, and I have all three. I have not only written you three. Zach, I write you one for every holiday. No, you have not.
Yes, I do.
Every note you write me, I keep.
Zach, I've written you multiple birthday ones, and I've written you every Christmas, and I've written you every Valentine's Day. Where are they? You just toss them in the trash whenever you get them?
No, I keep every handwritten letter.
Zach, you know I haven't written you only three. You know it.
Yeah. I don't know what happens. How am I supposed to know what happens to them? You probably clean it up and you probably throw them away yourself.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Anyway, I think that Henry will appreciate my handwritten note, unlike my boyfriend. I have to write other men letters because my own boyfriend doesn't read mine.
do read them and I appreciate them, and just like I like to write you letters.
Ridiculous. Quick little apartment update. Our walls are still blank, still have not hung up any of these lights, all of these signs, all of the artwork still on the ground, but I at least bought these hanging strips, so I will get started on that soon, sometime. I don't know, hopefully within the next couple of days. For now though, I want to share with you guys why you are the best people in the entire world. Like, I am not worthy of you. I went into the station yesterday for the first time in the longest time because I've gotten some text messages from people saying I have packages on my desk, which confused me because like I didn't order anything to the station, but it turns out 2 of you did. The first one is from Abercrombie in San Antonio, Texas, and oh my goodness, it is a Long Island, New York mug, and I don't know if you realize how obsessed I am with mugs. Like, this is so perfect. I'm so excited, and we do not have enough mugs at our apartment. We always run out before we do the dishes, so I am so excited about this. I already told Zach only people from Long Island can use it, but then I changed my mind. I will allow it, I guess. And then from Travis in Texas, I could not believe when I opened this up. Are you guys ready for this? My oatmeal! He somehow found the discontinued Think Thin oatmeal in the original flavor that I have not been able to find in the longest time. And this is so ironic because at the beginning of this vlog, you guys saw I put some of this oatmeal into my backpack. I have 3 packets of it left. And now, suddenly, I have 3 boxes. I have no idea where he got it. Travis, if you ever see this, please let me know where the heck you found this oatmeal. But that is so kind. Like, what? I am so blown away, and I don't even, okay, now I'm stuttering. But thank you guys so much. I'm just so grateful. So thank you. That is like the sweetest thing ever. So kind, and I think I officially have the best subscribers in the entire world. Or actually, I don't think, I know. All right, we have now been in the new place officially almost a week, and I thought we would just do a little recap to tell you guys about this experience, what we're thinking so far, if we've gone crazy yet, all the things.
Have you gone crazy yet?
I have not, as you know that.
I don't know.
I jotted a few things down on my phone, some pros, some cons, some interesting experiences. Zach did not. The hands are empty, but it's all in the noggin.
It's all up in the noggin.
I guess I'll just start with the pros. One thing I really like, and I just think even with all of the stress, even with all of the annoyance, it's kind of cool to have a small change, even like a small one. This obviously isn't like anything crazy. We're literally just moving apartments, same layout, flipped. But it's cool to have that change, and I'm actually glad it's flipped. Like, it's kind of fun.
It makes your like brain think. I don't know. It's like where you're just brain dead almost in your apartment. You know where everything is. Like, you can almost do everything. If the lights are off, you can still like walk around your apartment. Like, we'd be running into the walls. In the kitchen, just the layout is like flipped. Again, everything is flipped, so we don't have to keep saying it. But
I didn't even realize this. Everything.
Because just how it used to be, you'd look into the kitchen and our plates would be on the right because it just makes sense just where the kitchen layout is. But they're actually now on the left. Like, so I'm just opening the cabinets to our like protein shakes and blender and different things when I'm looking for plates all the time. And I try to like turn into what I thought was like the bedroom the other day, and I just walked into our bathroom and just
I know.
But no, it's been good.
It's just been kind of cool having that little change. One thing I haven't liked, our washer is so loud. It is so much louder than the other place. Something small, just a little con, but something to think about. Not really to think about. We've done it. We're here.
Yeah, you can't just say shush.
I don't know why. I kind of feel like this place is brighter. I feel like we're closer to the, I don't know, we're more in like direct sunlight maybe?
I just think because the bigger windows are on the left now instead of the right, this just how the sun comes up directly hits like our bigger windows, so it is a little bit brighter.
I like that. I like a little sunshine in my life when you're dark and depressed all day.
Dealing with you.
No extra like noise with dogs or weird neighbors. Not weird, that was mean, but bad neighbors who are just crazy, so I haven't sensed any of that yet. We were worried about a dog.
There is a dog that's like 4 apartments away that just goes nutty every like once. I like was moving my stuff like last week too, so I've heard him twice, but then like he doesn't like make a peep. It's just weird.
I haven't heard him yet.
So I don't know if like somebody maybe dog sits or this dog just is crazy, like a crazy man occasionally.
It's gone crazy.
Yeah, no issues really.
Another con is I just feel far away from everything, from the action. We're on like the outskirts. As you guys saw in the last video, Zach made us move to the Siberia.
We are no different.
Oh, that is the biggest pro of my life. I can now start my car from my like unit right here, because in my last one, our parking lot did not face our window, so I couldn't just beep it and start it in my apartment because there was nowhere to look for where the car is and to see if it was turning on. But now we overlook the parking lot, so I can start my car from here, and that right there has made this entire move worth it. Like, I am so happy.
That is nice. Obviously, when it's cold out, you're up at 3 a.m. and it's snowing 9 inches like it did last night or 2 nights ago, which is rare for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
People say it doesn't snow 9 inches. I mean, it did. It's a rare occasion.
Any others on your end?
Just our second apartment. It's exciting.
Yeah.
We get to experience something a little bit new and different, and I think everything will be just grand.
Just grand, and we get to say we did it. We did a whole apartment together.
Yep. Our first apartments in the past.
In the books, give it a little check mark. Yeah, I was telling Zach, imagine we just move here and everything is falling apart, like, and our lives just start to fall apart and crumble right before everyone's eyes. But I just don't think that's gonna happen.
You don't think so?
I really just don't.
I'm glad you feel that strongly about the relationship.
I do. The next thing, though, is going to be to finish packing. Guys, we have not moved everything from our old apartment after moving everything in for almost 12 hours on Saturday. And then I don't know how long we spent on Sunday, but like a 2-day thing. And we're still not all moved in. We still don't have everything. The walls are empty and blank. Actually, shout out to my brother who hung that, and Zach. But yeah, no, we still have a lot to go. So stay tuned on the vlogs for that whole process. I did not realize that looks weird. What am I doing to your arm? I'm like an old woman, like, oh.
I don't think it's that weird.
But yeah, no, overall we are happy, we are hyped, and definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't already to see what the heck goes on inside apartment number 2.
Up thumb it.
Up thumb it. Bye.